Welcome to this new module. This is Lambda module. So after Omega, after Sigma, we have Lambda. So Lambda module is dedicated to data analysis expressions. So primarily Lambda and Kappa. These are the two modules which will be focusing on the data analysis expressions, the building blocks of it, and then finally moving on to some advanced features like how do we build some I would say some functions within data analysis expressions. So that's what we are going to do in these two modules. Now in this section of Lambda, we are going to talk about the need of relationships. So what is the concept of relationship, data relationship, and then understand cardinality. So data cardinality. So let me focus on this, which is third module, which is the Lambda module, and talking about defining the need of data relationships and understanding cardinality. So primarily we will talk about three different types of cardinality or relationships within the data. So one is we have one-to-one. So wherein we say that, okay, one data item in table A will have only one related data item in table 2 or table B. In another case, what happens is we say that every data or every input that we have in table A, we have got more than one inputs or related data in table B, which is one to many. And then finally we have many to many, which we usually avoid. We talk about having many data points connected to many other data points, which is not so good in terms of data modeling or visualization. Here we will see some of the examples. So cardinality, when we say, it is one-to-one, one-to-many, and many-to-many, as you can see on your screen. We will directly jump on to a demo and understand how this cardinality looks like. So in our last module, we had already showcased that how the tables are distributed. We will have a quick look at the model over here. So in this model, this is what I was talking about. So we have 1 and we have star. So if you just look at 1 and star, 1 means 1 definitely, and star means actually many. So actually this dim products and fact order details in this section is actually having a one-to-many relation. Like, which means that every product, the product ID that we see in dim products will have one or more similar kind of records or products or details in the fact order details table actually. And this is something very interesting and important to note, the direction of the cardinality. So it is flowing from products to order details, which means that the lookup, primarily we are talking about lookup. So this lookup is happening from products to the order detail section. I can actually double click on this particular line and just have a look at how the relationship is working, and which is what we talked about, the cardinality, which is many to one or one to many, and then we have the direction of the cardinality, which is single or both. We'll have a quick look at how this direction part works. So let's take an example of our products and our orders. So what we are going to do is we are just going to go to this report section and we take something like this categories, and we just take the category names. We just bring the category name and we see these are the category of products that we have. On the other side, what we do is we go to the products table and we bring the product names in some other section. So now we have got categories and we have got products in place. Now when I go to a category, when I say that okay, confection, show me the confection products. The moment I click on the confection products, on the other side, which is the product name, we are able to see the products which are related to this category. If I click on meat and poultry, if I click on produce, so I can see the related products over here. So this is happening, or this is being made possible just because of the relationship between these two components. But at the same time, when I go to the other segment and I just go to this product called chai, let's say, if I click on this chai product, I'm not able to see the related category which I was expecting. Now this is where we can explain the model going in one direction. So if I go to the categories and the products, we are actually exploring this particular line, this particular segment over here. So one to many. Now what we do is we just reverse this concept and we say that when we select a product, why can't we go backwards and select, or it could select a category as well. So we come here and then we go to, we just double click over here, and instead of single, we make it as both, and we say OK, and you will be able to see the difference over here. Now this time if I just select, let's say this Carnarvon Tigers, so I can see that it is a seafood. If I just click on Chang, I can see it is a beverage. So now you see what is the role of cardinality and what is the role of building up relationships with the data and in a proper direction. So it depends whether you want it in single direction or you want it in both the directions. So that's what we wanted to show in this particular module, and the requirement of getting this data and the cardinality and all these relationship is very important, because now we will be developing all the measures in this segment, and working with DAX will start only when we have the correct understanding of the relationship and the models of data. So primarily speaking, this is what we had in the demo of DAX as a modeling concept. Coming up next is the DAX concepts of row context and filter context. So primarily this is where we will be defining our KPIs and we will be defining our row and the filter. So filter means talking about the aggregation, and row means talking about per line output. That's what we are going to see in the next module. So until then, we say thank you for joining this session. See you in the next module. Thank you.